Hello, and welcome to what we're going to be calling a Knife Nuts Extra. So we figured, we did a test episode, for those of you who have been keeping up with what's going on here. We did a test episode where you could actually see us, and we thought that was great. So before we start doing this on a larger scale with Jake and Brian and everybody, we decided we would record these little weekly episodes where Dave and I go in and look at and see what's happening on a lot of the knife websites, like BladeHQ's new releases and coming soon section, just like we did last time. But this will be a way for us to have some constant contact with you guys and release some new content on a regular basis on the YouTube platform. So we're looking forward to doing this. We hope you are enjoying it too.
That was very professional sounding.
Did you like that?
That was good. All right. So let's get this going.
So, as I was saying, for those of you guys who have never seen us before or heard us before, we are one half of the Knife Nuts podcast. We have been recording since 2017. We have a very, very dedicated following of really awesome people. We're available on pretty much every streaming platform at this point. So if we have a large back catalog of episodes, we're not new. Just putting that out there. Oh my God, what are we looking at right now?
Okay, for editing thing, insert shared screen now. Let's see, BladeHQ new releases, and we've already started with things that I have no idea what these are.
What the hell are we looking at?
That is a great question. And
the Linder Ramblers. So if just a bunch of fixed blades that I've never seen before.
Okay, so
doesn't mean they're bad.
No. And
I mean, they don't look wonderful, but that's beside the point.
Okay. There we go. Now I'm getting a hang of this whole sharing screen thing.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
I don't know why we're looking at this. It looks like it's a $90 fixed blade. Does it look bad? It's, you know what? It's just not interesting.
No, it's okay.
It commits a worse crime than being bad.
It's boring. Oh,
let's scroll to stuff we've seen.
Yes,
before.
the QSP Bisons. I actually bought one of these, and it is fantastic. And BladeHQ is carrying them now.
I have one too, and it's a really, really great fixed blade, especially for.
I have no idea why they
$80.
decided to make the handle so small. Aha! Now I can show it
That
on
is
screen.
That is exactly the only issue I have.
I like it aesthetic.
The handle is The handle is comically short.
I like it aesthetically, but it is a very bad decision if you have like slightly larger than medium-sized hands.
If they extended the handle less than 1/4 of an inch, it would have worked out better.
But it has very nice visual proportions.
It doesn't need much, and it's still usable. It's not like you can't use the knife, but
I am shocked by how good the sheath is. I don't know what happened there. That production knives now have decent sheaths.
Kydex sheaths?
It's not just all rattles.
Is it Kydex or is it plastic? I can't remember.
It feels like Kydex to me.
Kydex, yeah, I thought so.
I don't know.
But really nice knife, the QSP Bison.
Yeah, I like that one.
The blade profile is really nice too.
All right, so this row of knives are just blasts from the past. The Kershaw Random Leak. Did they just bring this one back?
They just brought that back, yeah.
After a really long time. This is an old knife.
I mean, the Leak's been around for quite a while.
Over a decade.
Over a decade. It has had zero innovation whatsoever. And that's probably a good thing for Kershaw. However, I, as a knife enthusiast, cannot think of a reason
to buy a Leak in 2021.
A Kershaw Leak in 2021.
It was the first knife I bought 10 years ago, and it's the kind of thing where they don't need to change it because the people they're selling it to are people who have never owned a decent knife before. So I guess it's not really a surprise.
Okay. That's true. So what I find very interesting about that is that's a $50 knife, right? And yesterday I had posted on Instagram. You can follow me at Knife Nuts Podcast and Dave at Knife Nuts Dave. But what I posted was the River's Edge Real Steel Luna with the golden ebony. and that's a $40 knife.
Yeah.
You know what? That one's in D2, and I kind of like. I don't know which one do you prefer. Do you prefer Sandvik or D2 at that price?
That's a great. I guess I just like the 14C28N sharpens really easily and takes a very keen edge. It's a cool steel. And it also, in terms of rust resistance, these are very different, D2 and 14C28N. Although I think this, I'm pretty sure this is all just bead blasted anyway. So there goes your rust resistance.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. That is interesting that they decided to bring that one back. I don't know.
And it's a popular knife.
Yeah. And then and M-Custa, here's another legacy brand that just holds on by a thread. Like what?
This is, you know what it is? It's it's a legacy brand, like you said. It's Japanese knife making. You know, it's probably one of the better Japanese folding knife manufacturers out there. Probably one of the last.
Yeah, there aren't that many that make folders that aren't just someone's OEM. So basically, I'm just talking about Spyderco.
And honestly, the M-Custa stuff is nice. It's not bad.
It's pretty.
It's another thing that's sort of it's a little priced out of it.
It's so far priced out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's $240 for some random Damascus and whatever. What are those handles?
They are micarta. They're grooved. So CNC machined micarta with some. I don't know. It is just, if you want something that was a blast in the past, like the Allen key for the pivot screw, the tiny handle screws, it is truly like a time machine looking at these things.
Early 2000s, like, you got the coolest knife ever sort of situation.
I actually just
I had one of the katanas.
I wanted an M-Custa so badly. Back when I only collected knives that were 3 inches or under, I wanted an M-Custa, and it just never came together.
I had the M-Custa katana, which I think was at the top of this page. If you scroll up a little.
Oh yeah, they make a bunch of those, a bunch of different colorations.
Yeah, that one. The one with the blue. I gave it to my friend's daughter for her bat mitzvah.
That's an interesting bat mitzvah knife.
She wanted a knife, and I was like, how about this one?
Yeah, sure. It looks really fancy.
Yeah, it worked out.
Okay. That's a nice bat mitzvah gift. Yeah, they're just some strange ones in here. I think this is similar to the one that I wanted, but smaller. It kind of looks like bamboo, but it also kind of looks like a bone. I don't know. These are strange knives.
I don't know, man.
Blade material, SBG. I don't even know what that is.
Also, that thing is freaking $500, dude.
It's
In what situation are you going to be like, I have $500 to spend on a knife. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy this M-Custa.
Tourists in Japan. I think that's the target audience for these knives. But they just hang on. Like, it's amazing that they're still around, because 10 years ago these were the same knives.
Absolutely.
No different. Okay.
That's true. There's literally no difference. You're right.
Yep. M-Custa.
No thanks. What else we got? We got
there's some fox knives with olive wood scales. The olive wood is worth more than the knife itself.
That's true. I'm not well, most of us here at the Knife Nuts podcast aren't exactly big fans of fox knives.
Oh, they have. It's not. I don't know if BladeHQ has gotten it in yet, but they have a collaboration with the guy who won Forge and Fire. Jason Knight might be his name. They do a folding.
No, Jason Knight is the host of Forge and Fire. He's not.
Well, he used to be a contestant, right? I don't know. I don't follow it, like we've talked about in the podcast before. No one who actually collects knives.
I don't think Jason Knight was ever on it. I don't know.
Anyway,
yeah, that's true.
He has a folding kukri flipper frame lock from Fox, and it just looks terrible. And this is like the second run of it, where it's supposedly improved, but it did not look good. It is not a design that lends itself well to making a small folding knife.
No, the whole Forged and Fire brand screams like as seen on TV sort of situation. Like all the products that they put out stamped with the Forged and Fire logo is just like, infomercial sort of situation.
The grand irony here being that they're supposed to be representing like amazing knives, and
yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
That's.
We talked about this in the last thing, but the Kizer Feist with the that's been BladeHQ-ified with the Jade G10. Can't go wrong, I guess.
$100 for M390.
Dying. It's very nice.
It's I don't know.
Kizer hasn't really been doing anything.
They are just asleep
to impress.
Actually, they're not asleep at the wheel because they're doing a lot. It's just not the good stuff.
Okay. So, do you remember the design, the Warncliffe Matt Christensen design?
Yeah, the Main Street.
The Main Street? Okay, so you remember the name. Do you remember what steel it was in?
3V.
That amazed us? Guess what?
It's not anymore.
It never was.
Oh.
I think they made a couple in 3V, and it's going to be... Hold on. Let me check my text
Wait,
messages.
I was totally wrong. The Main Street is a concept knife, also designed by Matt Christian. Oh, no, designed by Doug Pinkerton. Yeah, these all look the same.
Dude, this is the second time we've done a YouTube thing, and you're already fucking up.
Yep.
But that concept is kind of cool.
All right.
I guess. But hold on, what is that knife called?
Let's find out. I do not recall.
Let me look up what I was talking to Matt Christensen about.
Yeah, he has a Kizer Warncliffe coming out. I know that. And
okay. Here's what it actually is going to be.
N69. Okay, there we go. Cut to the chase. It's N690. That makes dramatically more sense than that knife actually being 3V.
Right. So what is that? Let me tell you what the knife is called. So the upcoming... Oh, man. It's the critical. It's the mini critical.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Mini critical. Not 3V. Womp womp. Even though...
Well, look, it's still going to tell you it's 3V. Yes. If you're going to buy this knife, guess what?
It's not.
It ain't going to be 3V.
Okay, at least it's not in stock yet and listed as 3V.
Right.
Well, I would say that's disappointing, but that's par for the course for Kizer right now.
It wouldn't have made sense, but at the same time, it was at least something intriguing.
I feel like they're trying to spin off the Cybertruck knife into something else now, which is just bad.
They're doubling down on the Cybertruck knife?
Yeah, are they going to have to make a Rivian knife soon?
Probably.
Oh, God. Let's say. Does BladeHQ has them.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's just like...
It's not even like it's cheap.
No.
You know what I mean?
I've never looked at the price before. The Kizer Cybertruck knife.
So here's where I want to... This is where I want to go. If you purchased a Cybertruck knife, I would like to know why in the comments. Make a comment. Tell us why you purchased a Cybertruck knife. I'm not going to judge you. I just want to know what you're thinking.
Because people really like Tesla and really want anything vaguely affiliated with Tesla. They sold out that tequila they made in like a second. The Tesla Ronnie.
You know what's funny? I think I actually have a Tesla Cybertruck on pre-order.
Who doesn't? Most of America probably has a Cybertruck on pre-order.
I think I ordered a
It was $100 refundable deposit.
$150.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
So I think most of America probably right now has a Cybertruck on order and does not remember
That's
it.
correct.
And will not remember.
But I do not have a cyber knife, a cyber blade.
Yeah, you gotta love the people encroaching on IP theft with their knives. The Microtech Star Conflict series. Can't say Star Wars.
It's very bad. Yeah. Very bad.
So these are very bad, and Kizer should feel bad. I can't believe how expensive they are.
I can't either.
That is wild.
I thought the Pochi was a slap in the face.
At double the price of these, but at least it's titanium. These are G10.
And there's some charm.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of charm going on with the Pochi.
Oh, this is terrible.
This is bad.
All right, off that topic.
Why? I love how they made it M390 just so they could...
It was just like the machining scraps from when they like cut out the blades of other knives in M390, and that's why they used M390. Garbage. It's terrible.
Garbage.
It's very bad.
Garbage.
Who wants to guess that
Kizer,
these?
How you fallen?
Who wants to guess that these Dijo whatever knives, ultralight.
Naked black Pacific tattoo.
I'm going to go ahead and say this is made in Japan.
I feel like we're going to get flagged just by mentioning the names of these things.
I do not see if this is made in Japan, but I feel like I'm 100% convinced this knife is made in Japan.
You're thinking it looks like a what's his name? There's
Japanese
Kojihara.
Yes.
Kojihara.
Yes, I think that's why.
It looks like something that he would do, but I wouldn't give him a little more credit than that.
Is BladeHQ selling a lot of these? Evidently not, because they're all in sale. They're all in stock.
Yeah. All right, let's keep scrolling because no one wants to see this. You know what I was impressed with? Because I like Ramon Chavez, and I respect his knife making and his designs. I mean, that pocket clip, whether you love it or you hate it, the thing is iconic and sells knives, right? I was kind of impressed with the pens.
Oh, yes. He has pens now. They are too small, in my opinion, but maybe people like small pens.
They're more intricate than the knives.
Yes, well,
not the one that you just clicked on. Like pretty much every other one.
Yes, his actual folding knives tend to be pretty simplistic.
So Fanatic Edge.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing some nice versions of these. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful customized versions. If you're not, it's Fanatic Edge 2.0 on Instagram. Go check out what he's been doing with a lot of these Chavez pens. They really turned out nice.
Let me bring that up. Yeah, I saw that he had machined some of these. That is like Brian levels of tedious work to make things cool.
Yeah.
So it's basically took the body of the pen, milled out a bunch of holes, and then chamfered them, and then anodized the chamfers in different colors. So it's like a little rainbow effect.
So it's not as nuts.
No, nothing is as nuts as Brian does.
This is done via a dipping process.
Yeah, this is a little bit less crazy, but still at least is
still very nice.
Much cooler than
not taking anything away from it. It also doesn't cost as much as some of those things that Brian's done. So you see that darker one with the purple center?
Let's go back.
Yeah, go back.
Oh, no, I didn't even notice that. I did. That's cool. It's
so that looks awesome.
Yeah. So one of the pens in black with the barrel milled and
here I'm gonna say it. I like the skull clip on the pen.
It's like smaller. It's a little more tasteful.
It's smaller, a little more tasteful, right? I mean, it's still obnoxious, but it's not as obnoxious as like, look at my knife in my pocket. It's a skull.
I was going to carry my Chavez Knives Liberation the other day, and then I was just like, you know what? I don't want to draw this attention to myself. I'm going to carry something else. That does actually happen sometimes, where I'm just like, maybe the skull clip is too much for today. But speaking of the skull clip, it's really interesting that he is going to start offering all of his knives without the skull clip, with a normal clip.
It's smart because I think for him it's just opening
it's the smart move financially. Like, it's just going to make more money. Someone might say it's diluting the brand identity, but do you really want to die on that hill? Like the skull clip or nothing?
No. I definitely am part of the camp that says, yeah, that's what identifies a Chavez knife. But at the same time, I can't blame him for not wanting to make more money.
Yeah, no, I don't either. And I'll take I don't care if it has the skull clip or not. His designs are very simplistic and they appeal to me. But let's see if he now makes a thinner, smaller version of any of his knives. That'll be the real sellout move.
That'll be a thing.
This knife is smaller and thinner, but woo, $185 for what?
There's only one fancy razor blade holding utility knife that I'm interested in, and it's the one that Serge Panchenko.
Yeah, I would say that Serge's utility razor is a little bit better of a deal than the Chavez Chub. Although this has got like the out the front fidget factor. I don't know. If you buy this, let us know why you bought it, because I don't.
Yeah, we have comments now, so
do that. envision that being something that is a big seller. But he also probably doesn't need to have Riot make those. Probably can get them made on the cheap.
I mean, I can't fault the fact that it's probably more practical than any other knife that you could possibly carry.
This is a good point. Oh, shit. I just noticed how expensive these pens are. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Ramon is a genius if he is selling these for $185.
There's a lot of work in those pens.
That's true.
I'm not mad at that.
I have a Tie Scribe Bolt version 2 Tie Bolt, and I absolutely love this pen because it is the size of a normal pen. Like, it is the same thinness. The barrel diameter is like a normal pen shape and not some like thing that is also like a dildo on the side. I used to carry a Rick.
You're bad at YouTube.
Yes. We'll edit that too. I used to carry a Hinderer oh god, what was it called? The Investigator in copper.
Yeah, that's what it was like. Didn't you lose it?
It was like 4 ounces. I left at least one in TSA. That was probably right. It was at least 4 to 6 ounces. It was the stupidest thing I've ever bought.
I have from Tactile Turn. I have the full-sized bolt action pen in Zerk.
Oh, okay. I have a titanium one. I sent it to Jake. Jake has it.
Yeah, I remember. I saw it there. I also have one of their new clicky ones in titanium, which is very nice.
Tactile Turn also, and they just came out with a slim pen as well.
Yes, and their knife, the tactile knife co.
Yeah,
which I'm interested in checking out.
Like that design. I know people were going absolutely bananas for it. Tony from Everyday Commentary really liked it.
Everyday Comedy.
It's the opposite.
More appropriate name.
It's very serious.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so is going for the same thing that Brian went for, where it's the blade tucks into the frame. The problem is, I wish I could pause this, is that the blade height is too narrow. You're channeling Brian by saying the blade to handle ratio is kind of not great, and the blade height to handle height ratio is just off for me. It looks too fillet knifey to me. When knives get like that, where they have the big wide handle and the thin blade. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But as a out the gate sort of offering, I mean, it's $300.
I'm not mad at it. That's actually not too bad.
That's not bad. I mean, who's making it? And if it's well made, sure. I guess that's pretty good. I mean, it checks all the boxes. XHP blade. They actually mentioned that it's
tactile.
60 to 61 hardness.
Tactile.
It looks like it's got some nice machining, so. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not for me. I mean.
Let us know what you think of Tactile Turn's first foray into the knife world.
I like where they're going. The aesthetic is good.
In the basement of comments.
The aesthetic is clean, so they have potential.
Yeah. I think so. They're good people as well. So
yeah.
I like to see them succeed.
I bought one of their pens, so at some point. So. Good for them. I wonder who they're using in China. Are they using someone in China? Or are they making it themselves?
If you can hear, since I have my headphones on, I can still hear my Chihuahua barking like crazy downstairs. I'm sure it's coming through on this to some extent.
A little bit.
He is 2 floors down.
That is pretty impressive.
Hold on. Let me. I'm going to mute and yell at him real quick.
Okay, in the meantime, I will say that I take back what I said. It appears to be made in-house by them. Yeah. Which I thought this was made in China. Okay, that is much more impressive. Okay, good for them that they're even trying.
When did you say that? I would have slapped the taste out of your mouth.
I just said it like 30 seconds ago. I was like, I wonder what shop in China they're using. But the fact that they're making it themselves is very cool.
No, they're making that in the same place they're making the pen.
Good for them. I'm so used to everybody farming out production that it surprises me that someone is trying to manufacture knives.
That's the main reason I'm cheerleading them, because it's another American manufacturer.
Yeah, because like literally no one wants to get into the knife manufacturing game right now. That is I don't want to say a dead end, but like
I know a brand that has expanded their stuff. Who have moved to a larger location.
Not Millet.
I don't think it's going to work out. No, it's not.
Yeah, well, what happened to Millet? They just sank under a sea of survive knives orders.
Maybe they're still around.
They exist, certainly. Yeah, they haven't gone out of business, but that was like the last great hope for new American OEMs. And since then, I'm not sure we've had a new American OEM pop up.
Well, that's true.
Who was making Brian Ty's autos? You remember Brian Ty and Friends?
Oh, yeah. I did know that, actually.
Like that was someone had to be making those in the U.S. and I don't know who it was.
At first I don't know. I can't remember who it was. I thought it was Heretic at one point.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so someone that already exists.
Yeah, but I'm not sure.
All right. Never mind.
I can't remember.
So yeah, Heretic is established. I don't know if they do OEM work though. Brian Ty gets special treatment.
That is true. Although I don't know if the N friends are still around with them. I don't want to talk about the Tashi thing.
Yeah, no, we need to save that for the main episode. We'll just skip past the Tashi Kryptons entirely.
Let's pick two more knives to talk about before we wrap this up.
I'm not going to pick this one, but Jeff's Arcform knives are back. Arcform is a company that I don't really know who it is behind them.
It's two guys. I know that. It's barely a brand. They've had three knives in total.
Oh, these are made by Protech.
These are made by Protech. So they've had three models. One was made by We, one was made by Riot, and now this one is made by Protech.
As it's an auto, which makes sense. Protech might be the new hope.
Why? Protech has been the new hope.
No, but
they're the
Protech
hope.
made.
They're the hype.
Yeah, but well, that's because of the Malibu. Without the Malibu, before that, Protech was just a company that made aluminum, very good aluminum, automatic autos, and then very infrequent frame locks. Now everyone has seen how good they are, and Protech. I think Protech needs to expand and try and.
I think expanding is one thing. I think it's if they're already
actually
the
Malibu sell out everywhere, so.
Yeah, so let them do things at their own pace.
Yeah,
they're
good for them. Yeah, no, Protech. The guys at Protech are really nice. I think his name is Dave.
Yep.
Some of Cold Steel's 2021 new releases are trickling out, like the mini leather neck, and I like it just as a joke.
Who is that for?
It's a tiny neck knife that is basically a shrunk down version of a I don't know, a dagger. It's
all right. Let me tell you something.
I like these. I think these these Cold Steel mini neck knives that they're releasing for 2021 are hilarious. I love them.
It is.
It's just miniature versions of anything are always kind of adorable. This is just like a mini dagger.
Not always, but I do like that. And I mean, it's dumb as hell, but I kind of still want it.
All right.
Pick one more. We'll wrap this up. And maybe we'll do another one. I don't know what the frequency of these are going to be, but at least once a week.
Why don't we end on a bang with the Fox Knives Alishowitz Invader liner lock?
This is the big one. Oh my god.
The shocking part is that this is made in Italy and this is not made in China.
Oh my god. Come on, dude.
Look at the billboarding.
There it is. There. If you guys want to talk about everything that we dislike about Italian-made knives, look at this thing.
It's like the Italians tried to make a gas station knife, a Chinese gas station knife, and this was their attempt at recreating a gas station knife. This is some shit.
Think of all the beautiful cars that have filled up at Italian gas stations.
I just need to zoom in on this jimping. This jimping looks painful.
Jimping. It's not even jimping. It's like a comb.
It looks like a tiny comb, beard comb.
Those are serrations.
Those are thumbs. That's not. I do love when they refer to jimping as thumb serrations.
Thumb serrations.
This is.
What does it say? Oh, it's an Alishowitz design too.
Yes. What does it say? It says Alishowitz Invader in giant letters.
Alan probably just had a bigger heart attack than I just had.
I imagine they paid Alan a long time ago for this, so he kind of forgot that Fox was supposed to make this, and then Fox just put this out behind his back and was like, "We nailed it. We absolutely killed it. High fives all around, everyone."
What are the materials on this thing?
440C and G10. Look at this pocket clip. This isn't going anywhere. It's held in place. I've never seen this before. The pocket clip is held in place using the pivot screw and 2 additional little torque screws for tip down
you're going to need that. You're going to need that stability, man.
Tip down carry
you're gonna need that stability
on the flipper.
Because of the absolute rage that comes out of your pocket when you pull this thing out.
There's just more bad things I'm noticing. One, what is this?
Oh my God, I just saw the price. I thought this was like a budget offering.
It's $135.
$135 knife.
Okay, I think
who is buying this?
I think we have a removable thumb stud, which is interesting. Reversible, removable thumb stud, and terrible flipper geometry. This is the Silent Soldier flipper geometry. The flipper is way behind the pivot.
Is it assisted?
Oh God!
Let's find out. It looks incredibly assisted.
No, because aren't assisted knives? No, I take that back. There's so many Chinese assisted knives. What am I saying? This is not assisted. This is also 6 ounces, 6.4. How is it so heavy?
Oh man! Because you're not supposed to use it as a knife. You're supposed to throw it at someone.
Oh. Okay, I mistook this. Those are blue aluminum handles with G10 overlays.
Yeah, I see that. That doesn't look like aluminum, though.
No, it doesn't.
No, I don't think... I think the inner liners are aluminum. That's still G10.
Oh, God. Why would you have aluminum for a liner lock that's just going to deform so quickly?
Oh, my God.
Okay, bonus round.
All right, are we doing one?
One more Fox knife. The Fox knives are...
So this is the one that... This is the one you were talking about, right?
I was not.
Is this... Oh, what was the one you said that was the that looks like it would be great at spreading butter.
The Fox Knives Aruru, which is a very fun name to say. With
Aruru. It's like my dog.
It's a lockback with a safety lock. Okay, I thought it was like a axis lock ripoff.
I thought it was an axis lock.
And
no, that's just a safety for the back lock?
It looks like a pelican. That's probably the best way to describe it. Okay, if you made a pelican out of Play-Doh and then you squeezed it really hard and your indents of your fingers were left on the pelican.
You got it right there. Yeah.
It's a lot of... Designed by Jeff Vandermeulen.
Like if you were trying to strangle... If you successfully strangled a pelican.
That's what this looks like, yeah.
That's what it would be lying there dead. I'm not advocating any violence towards pelicans.
Save the pelicans. Don't turn them into these knives.
If you mess up a pelican, I'm going to mess you up.
Handle thickness 0.81 inches. It's almost an inch wide, the handles. That's a thick boy.
I'm not sure what they were going for here. It's like it's just an identity crisis of a knife.
That is $200 that no one will ever spend. No one will buy one.
No, someone... Don't say that. You know for a fact someone in the comments is going to talk about how great that knife is.
Someone in Russia might have bought this. Let's just check YouTube. I am very afraid that...
Yeah, that's a good idea. I forgot that we can do this.
Okay, there's literally just a single video from...
No one does that.
I always found Heine Haynes really funny because it's like a British-based tactical gear company. What tactical things can you own in the UK anymore? None. You can't own any.
Look at this intro.
You know what? Up. Nope, you guys can't see this because we're gonna get copyright struck if we show a YouTube video on YouTube. Womp womp.
Oh, is that so?
That is true. So look on YouTube.
Even if we're talking over it?
That's a good question.
I think if we're talking over it, we're fine.
Okay, I will keep this muted then, so that you guys can see the Fox Knives Aruru in all of its glory.
And we can credit him in the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we can't see anything because you got to scroll down some more or something. It doesn't fit our window very well.
Yeah. Okay, well.
All right, this was a disaster.
All right, well, you know what? Who wants to see this thing on video? It's terrible.
It's a very strange... I mean, and look, I'm not opposed to weird knife shapes or anything like that. The problem is that we know what that's going to feel like.
It's going to feel like 1 pound. It's literally 15 ounces. It is 0.8 ounces short of a pound.
They're going for that cold steel sort of crowd here with this.
Except for cold steel does this better.
Swing and a miss. Even though I made the sound like it actually hit the ball, it didn't.
Womp womp.
If it did, it was definitely foul.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
I'm killing it.
Well, this was fun.
That was. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you to our wonderful patrons who make all of our Knife Nuts hopes and dreams come true. Thank you to our sponsors, River's Edge Cutlery, St. Nick's Knives, PVK Vegas, Blade Runner Systems.
I appreciate that you had to close your eyes to remember them.
That's how I see them. I have to see them. It's like in my mind's eye is where I see them. Did I miss anyone? I feel like I did.
No, I think you... Yeah, I shouldn't have interrupted because now I forget. No, you got BRS. There we go. That was the last one.
Yes, well, hopefully you get to see more of us. And this isn't a replacement for the full Knife Nuts podcast. This is just some supplementary content for you guys. And hopefully we can do this a little more often and provide you guys with more amazing content.
We'll use the money you give us to get little marionette puppets of Jake and Brian that we will control for these, so that it'll be like the whole group is here.
No.
Okay, or we won't do that. Those are probably very expensive. We can't afford that.
No, not yet. We're not going to afford that.
Not anyway. Making puppets yet of the other hosts.
No puppets. Thank you, everyone.
All right. So see y'all.
We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
And I'm going to stop recording.